Welcome to this short tutorial on how to use the database Newsbank. In this video, I'm going to show you how to access the database, how to search for news media, and how to use database features to best support your research needs. Starting on the main AMC website, hover over Campus Life and select Mondor-Eagen Library. Scroll down to and select the databases icon. Once on the databases page, select N to find Newsbank, or additionally, you can sort by type and select newspapers. If you are on campus, you will automatically be granted access to the database. If you are off campus or use a VPN, you will need to sign in at this time using your library card number and password. Your library card number can be found on the back of your student ID, and your password is your last name in all caps. If you do not have a library number or are having issues signing in, please contact library staff at library@annamaria.edu. On Newsbank's main page, you can select which collections you would like to search or browse. The Newsbank link will automatically take you to the main page of Access World News. Access World News will have the highest amount of searchable material and subjects covered, while other collections are more curated. For example, Black Life in America and Hispanic Life in America each have material specific to those subjects. Additionally, there are shortcuts for popular titles such as the Worcester Telegram and Gazette. Scan each available product to see which best fits your research needs. If you would like to browse news topics, use the suggested topics on the main page. Under each general subject are narrower subjects with curated searches. These can be a great tool for browsing broad subjects, or you can build off of ready-made searches to make them more specific to your research needs. I could keep this search as is, or I can add in an additional keyword or date to make it more specific to my needs. When you are ready to begin searching, use the basic search bar in Access World News for a broad, simple search, or select More Search Options to include more information in your search. In the advanced search, you have the option of creating a more dynamic search using multiple search bars and using the source location map to narrow down publications by geographic location. To begin your search, use a combination of keywords and dates. For example, if I was looking for recent news related to wildfires in Hawaii, I would use the keywords Hawaii, wildfire, and relevant dates of publication. Note that by adding "and" between Hawaii and wildfire, I'm asking the database to search for articles that include both words. For date, you can use any date format, including individual dates, date ranges, and a specific amount of days from the present day. Hover over the question mark to see usable date formats. To see the last 30 days of coverage, I will put the date to past 30 days. After running this search, I can see it's given me over 12,500 results, which is far too much to go through. To make this more manageable, I can go back to the search and add another bar to include more keywords, or I can limit the existing results by using the filters on the left side of the screen. I can further specify publication dates, source type, source name, source location, and language. In this example, to make these results easier to navigate, I will add the phrase disaster response to the search to further limit results. Note that by putting the phrase in quotation marks, I'm asking the database to search for these words as a phrase instead of by individual words. With this additional keyword, we've gone down from well over 12,000 results to 262, which is far more manageable. When browsing search results, pay attention to the source type icon, when it was published, the publisher, and if an author is attributed to the article. Additionally, you can look at the text window to see examples of your keywords within the article. This is all important context to note while you're browsing to determine if an article meets your needs. Once you've found an article that fits your needs, select it to view the full text. In the full text view, you can read the entire article. If you want to save this article for later, you have the option of downloading either by PDF or by saving to Google Drive. You can also export citations into your favorite citation manager or copy to put into your paper. Please note that all citations that come from a database must be checked with current standards for the citation standards you are using. From this page, you can also copy a link to the article. We recommend using the copy link function within Newsbank instead of using the URL at the top of the screen. The URL at the top of the screen is not created to be long-lasting, while the copy link function inside of Newsbank is. You can also save the article to a personal folder. In order to do this, select Save to My Folder, select Save Article, and create a personal folder using an email address and a password. Creating a personal folder within Newsbank allows you to return to articles that you've saved in the future. You can also save a search to return to at a later date. To do this, return to the search page and select Save Search. Follow the same instructions for saving an article. You can also create alerts to be sent to your email to stay up to date on your current search. That's all for this short tutorial on how to access Newsbank. If you have any questions, go ahead and contact the library at library@annamaria.edu or visit the Mondor-Eagen Library on the lower level of the Information Commons during open hours, and a librarian will be happy to assist you.